Okay, welcome to this session where we're going to look at some custom animation. So what I have here is, that's what you'd probably most likely start with. I've got a little car here and I'm going to do some animation for it around the screen. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the animations tab up the top here. And I'm then going to go to custom animation. That opens this little tab on the side here, and that's what we're going to use. So once I select the car, notice how this add effect option is then available. And the first one I'm going to add is an entrance. So I'm just going to go for fly in, something like that. Now you can see here that flies in from the bottom. We have control over that. I might make it, let's come from the right, and I might slow it down just a little bit to medium. Alright, so there's our first effect already done. I'm going to add a second one called emphasis. I'm going to choose spin. Now you can see that these are represented by these little icons here. So the first one is the 3 stars, second one is just the yellow star. I'm going to add another thing here, or another option here, called motion path. Now motion path, in this case I'm going to go draw custom path, enables me to draw, well, either of these sort of do the same thing, curve, freeform, scribble. I'm going to go freeform. And you can see I can make the car drive around this little path however I decide it to be. So I'm going to choose something like that. Go back to the beginning, and it will then go and do that exact shape. I might slow that one down as well. That looks better. Okay, and I'm going to add one last one. I'm going to add an exit. Obviously exit is going to be how it leaves the screen, and we'll go and we'll choose to the left. Now that's great. So if I go and play the slideshow down the bottom here, you'll see that the car will arrive, it will spin, it will do its custom animation, and it will leave. Now we're part way there, but you can see that there's obviously some issues with that. Let's see what we can figure out what they are. Now the first thing is this here. Notice there's a mouse icon here. So what this represents is when I'm actually in my slideshow, so when I've started my slideshow, it means that these events are not connected. It means that each one would happen individually, and each time I would have to click the mouse in order for it to advance. Now that's not going to work if you've got multiple animations. It means for a very jumpy, disjointed show, and a lot more control needed by the presenter, which is not ideal. So what we can do is we can avoid that by, what I'm going to do is here right click on the second one, start with previous, and the third one and the fourth one. Now what's actually happening here is effectively we've grouped them together. Now I have the setting here called advanced timeline on. Now I'll show you what it looks like if I don't have that. Can't really see anything. So advanced timeline is the one to go. Now you can see here if I hit play, watch what happens. Hard to pick. Let's try it again. What's happening here is that the entrance and the exit, well actually all of the effects are happening at the same time, but the ones that have the most effect is this exit and the entrance are happening at the same time. So the little car is arriving and leaving all at the same time. So with the advanced timeline, what we can actually do is spread these out. So you can see here I can drag these. Again, I have full control now over the length of this, so I can say where it starts and ends, and I can shrink it if I need to. Oh, not like that. I can shrink it by doing that. So I see how I've got full control over this now, and I'll put the exit at the end, and I might make the exit slightly longer, which effectively is making it slower. So if I hit play now, you'll find that the car will arrive. The two options will happen at the same time, and then it leaves, and that's exactly what I'm after. So I'm now in control over that. See the difference? So you can see I have the emphasis and the motion path happening at the same time, and I can control that by just sliding this back and forth and making it longer or shorter, which will affect the overall timing of it.